Hey Highlanders, it's Sarah again, and today I'm going to do a what's in my dance bag video. Oh, hello! Hey Highlanders, it's Sarah. I'm here with my foster puppy Faith. I don't know if you can see her. She wanted to check things out. So today I'm going to do a what's in my dance bag Highland Dance edition for practice or rehearsal. Let's get into it. So this is my dance bag. It is kind of a bowling style bag. It's got the short handle and then a longer handle. As you can see, it says Barcelona on it. I actually did get it in Barcelona, Spain, which is kind of fun. So we'll open it up. So first thing I have in my dance bag is my studio jacket. So you always want to represent the team, represent the studio wherever you go, be proud, show your colors. It's also super comfy, lightweight. I love wearing it. It's great when it's cool in the evening after practice or if the weather changes. So I always have that. Another good thing to have is a water bottle. This is kind of common sense, but sometimes you forget. I have a rather large water bottle so that because I drank a lot of water during class, Highland Dance is very intense. So I have this water bottle. The bigger it is, the less times you'll have to go refill it during class. It's always important to have one of those. Next up is my bag of shoes. So I have separate gillies for competition and separate gillies for practice. Now because I'm premier and I've been dancing for over 15 years, I have quite a stash of gillies, so I have this luxury of being able to have designated practice gillies versus competition. This is not necessary, but it'll help your competition shoes last longer. They won't stretch as much and they'll stay nicer. So in here I have my first pair. They are a 3/4 sole Hullican gillies. These are my absolute favorite. If I get to choose what I'm going to wear, I'm going to wear these gillies. These are my go-to practice gillies. I also have an extra pair in here. Again, Hullican. You can see a pattern. These ones are the half sole. I was not a big fan of the half sole, so I have them in my bag if I need them. They're still probably in competition shape, but they didn't work for my feet the way I wanted them to, so they're now just extra practice shoes. I have some extra laces for my gillies. If any of them break, snap, or I lose one, you never really know. It's always good to have them. And then I also have in this little cute thing here, my toe spacers. I have some foot problems, so I always bring these with me and use them when I can. Next up, we have my dance book. So it says Like a Boss. I think I got it at Chapters. So I use this book for a lot of different reasons. The first one is choreography. So where I live, we have a few choreography competitions every year, as well as recital or performances. So it's nice to be able to write down the choreography so you can practice when you're away from the studio or with your friends. If you choreograph your own dances like I do for solos, duets, and trios, it's also good to be able to write down the steps, write down the combinations and formations, so you can remember when you review it later or practice. Some of the other things I use this book for is preparation for competition. So I would write down the name of the competition and what dances are happening in that event, and then I would also write down what steps I've decided to do. So if I forget or get flustered, I can double check. I know what I need to rehearse. I would add the date as well, so I can check when I'm in class, when's my next competition, and what dances I need to rehearse. I also use this book to take notes in class. So if I'm having an off day and I need to sit down, or if I just need to take a break, I can write notes that the teacher gives to other students or that she gives to myself personally, so I can review them later and know what I have to work on. Next up in my dance bag is this little makeup bag. This is for feminine products. This is not the video where I'm going to teach you all about that. That'll be somewhere else on the internet. But when you get older, things happen. It's always good to be prepared. I like to just leave this in my dance bag, so if I need it, it's there, or if another girl in the studio needs it, I can help them out. We have socks. I prefer to use knee socks. This is just a pair of white that I have in my bag. I have other colorful pairs too for fun times. I prefer to use knee socks because when I'm working on things like the fling or anything that includes an around the leg movement or shedding, it just protects your shins and it feels really nice. I know some girls at my studio who have compression knee socks to help with shin splints, and you can get those at most athletic stores, but I just use regular white knee socks. And they're great in the summer when you want to wear shorts, whereas in the winter I generally wear leggings to class and then I don't really need the knee socks. Next up, I have my dance belt. So I have problems with my hip and pelvis. It rotates weird and gets locked funny. Most people don't have this problem. I unfortunately do. So I have this belt that I wear around my hips to keep my hip in place and to help me dance better. And I will sometimes bring it to competition and use it then as well. It really depends on how I'm feeling that day. But I always have it in my practice bag just in case I need it. I also have a Thera-Band. So Thera-Bands are like these rubbery, elastic kind of bands. Mine is cut to a certain length and tied so it's a loop. And I use it for stretching my feet and strengthening my ankles and things like that. I'll do a video on some stretches and stuff like that in the future, so stay tuned. I currently use the blue one. How Thera-Bands work, if you're not familiar, is they have different colors, and the colors are for the different strengths. So if you start low and you build up the muscles, and when that becomes easy, you move up to the next color, so it'll put more resistance, and then you can improve that way. Not necessary, but I got mine from physio. I know you can get them at physiotherapy places and maybe the drugstore, but I'm not 100% sure. I also have another pair of gillies. So these are a super old pair. I don't even know what type they are. I currently have elastics on them. Now these ones are for my outdoor performances or shows that are outdoors or on rough terrain. So I don't mind if they get dirty or have a hole in it or anything. The elastics make it easy to slip on and off when I'm at location, and they're just useful to have. And sometimes when I'm having a really bad day, they're just super comfy on my feet because they're very well worn in and don't cause me any problems. Next up, I have my little bag here. It says Flawless. It just has some personal medications in it that I could need. I like to have it on me and it's important. So if you have any medical needs, always throw something extra in your bag just in case. Next up, I have this makeup bag. So this makeup bag is not full of makeup. It's a common theme. I use makeup bags for everything except for makeup. And I'll show you what's in it. So first up, I have some makeup and cleansing wipes. So these are great for after practice, just to cool yourself down, clean yourself off if you feel refreshed, or if you're coming from somewhere else and you have makeup on. It's not always fun to wear makeup to practice. It can just get everywhere. So I like to have these just in case I need them. I've got some medical tape if I need to tape my feet or ankles or anything else, just in case. Ibuprofen, great for shin splints. I've got a bunch of extra hair elastics. Because as you can tell, I have longer hair, so it's great to have hair elastics in your dance bag. Lip chap, hand sanitizer, obviously deodorant, that's necessary. And then my two secret weapons, I have the Voltaren gel for muscle and joint pain, and then my favorite is this roll-on Icy Hot. So this is what I used to use the Voltaren gel until I discovered Icy Hot. Icy Hot is amazing. Definitely is my secret weapon against shin splints. Would recommend. And one of the last things in my dance bag is this little bag here, and it has my jig shoes. So I don't always do the jig every class, obviously, but for someone learning the jig or just in general practicing the jig, it's important to do it in the jig shoes because those are very different from gillies. So I like to have them just in case we're feeling jiggy. The few other things I have in here are headphones. I would usually have my phone in here as well, but I'm using that to film. So I can listen to music before or after class, get me in the mood. If there's anything I want to practice to, or if we're feeling special that day, we might put on different music, so it's nice to have my phone. I also have a little compact mirror, just to see how you're doing. If you're going to go out after class or something, it's nice to have this to make sure you look presentable, and it's just a thing that's in here. And I also have a little lock. So my studio is unique. We have lockers in some of the sections, so I can throw my bag in there, which is great because I can leave my wallet, my keys, my phone in my bag and not have to worry about it Not that I think anything would go wrong or that anyone would take anything, but it's just nice to have a lock on your locker so your stuff is for sure safe. So that is everything I have in my dance bag. Let me know what you have in yours or if I missed anything. Look forward to some new videos coming out soon. Leave a comment down below if you have any specific questions about anything. Subscribe if you want to. Happy dancing! Wow, I'm awkward.